はいはいはい。さて夜中やった決勝見るか。
Behind it. And just when it came calling in the first half, they had the same situation, 3 saved guns.
一応 TV で見るか。
To Falcons, and one of the group stage of this video. But you're not going to.
What on earth has he pulled that?
They're setting up moves for players. Like, Tania has moves, it feels like now. Whereas there's been discussion, okay, it's just Donk going in, or where's the flash work? We're seeing all the things that we felt are lacking for Spirit start to come to fruition. We already knew that they have players who can deliver. Shiro just searching against the eco.
Good nade as well. Look at that. Solid. Might even burn him down. Cooks. Not too shabby. Nezzy's rifle doesn't even get a chance to play the round.
So they were lacking in those opening kills within the first half. Well, this is 3 consecutive now that they've been able to find that incision, and this being the easiest of the bunch just on the level of investment. They should be able to mop this one up. Nezzy erupts with 2, but it is just Robs, and he's low on HP. Shiro denies and grabs his. So in the last 3 rounds,
Mouse bungee.
4 casualties for Spirit. They are looking extremely strong in the finances.
てか優先な。
Already starting competitive. Again, this is Spirit's map choice. You want to see it continue on a map-to-map basis. It's one of the things when you're watching Vitality throughout their era is, well, they can come back from any scoreline with any weapons at any moment. So you never feel like this team is down and out. And they don't look super disconnected today. It's not one of those games where they're overstepping the mark, but there are some concerns in the last few that they're getting picked apart without the trade potential. That's likely a call that Apex wants to change, the buddy system. We have to trade while taking this territory. This window smoke highlighted.
Apex will replenish. Ooh, fumble on the boost, and now HEs are going to find him. Here's ringing for Apex, and Robson stubborn about this.
I might think they'll call it off after giving away the cues. Just left on the ledge for now, Rob, so will activate on the timing of his own design.
Swantix is going to try and play on the fade, try and catch him. He heard the dismount of Robs as well. That forced relocation.
Zontix was ready for that, so wise move there for Robs. 55 seconds, the reroute is now on the bomb over towards A. Apex and Flames, he will head over to join that. Does Robs want to play on the lurk? It looks like he's just heading back up to patrol for any B pushes for now. So for the finish, a couple of smokes and flashes and a molly. Tania puts himself up on the balcony. Smoke well timed. That's a 35-second mark. Forced them through the gray screen. 3 up the ramp, 1 through Palace. Robs on the lurk. He's so far away from this. It has to be A.
Tania in the smoke, right next to Apex as he lines up his util. He's going to be a disruptive force. If he gets that first, he can get many. Starts to spam. Apex down. Tania profits, as does Dunk on the default box. Disconnected from the play, and he needs something from Vitality. They don't get a single frag, Chad.
This is a little bit concerning now in this patch. It's 4 straight rounds. 3 of them have been gun rounds. The double digits by Spirit first.
Lovely play again from Tania. Sure, it's a bit hectic on the fight.
Might be another Xtaz timeout. Loss bonus maxed out. 3,400 into the next. You have this saved AWP and AK. You light by behind it. And just when it came calling in the first half, they had the same situation. 3 saved guns, 2 upgraded pistols. They got it done. Can they do it again now on the T side?
They'll start with a boost for Zywoo. And Tania is coming. Flashes in, he's got the vision, he's got the reaction speed. Shiro finding Apex though immediately levels things out. Apex can call from the grave though. His weapon irretrievable. Magic's on the jump spot, has block util. Could be susceptible to a Zywoo AWP though on this angle.
やばー。
Oh, high alert now. Zontic's still here. There's a minute on the clock. This doesn't have to be the finish. You've gone and applied pressure. You've spotted yourself. They've used another smoke. So if you've been counting those, there's just one remaining for Zontix. Donk's been left as this sleeper agent over towards A. They are gambling on this B site. Again, we're at the 55-second mark. The pack through underpass. Rop's top middle. And this is a tough position to clear, highlighted in the pit. Zontix searching forward in mid with a lot to do.
He's going to do a lot here. Necessary from Rob. Stops it from spiraling.
Magix is here in time, and they still won't know about Donk.
3-on-3 だけど。
They want to pivot. Robs is heading back T-spawn towards A. This is going to be a buzzer beater down to the wire.
Not running that clock down thin. So we're going to start his entry crawl, supported by Mezzi with that bomb. Robs through the ramp side. Donk lingers. Magix, if he just finds one here, they've got 18 seconds. They're taking their sweet time, and there goes the bomb. Spews out of Mezzi.
時間がない。
18 seconds. Donk crawls in, and they haven't got the time.
間に合わないね。
Spirit have done enough to make 11 a reality. Shiro will close it down. First map of this marathon, and Spirit are showing they're stretching their legs.
Okay, that was just the partial upgrade behind the saves, but it's still going to be a little bit wobbly here for Vitality because Rops and Zywood didn't get that loss bonus going into the previous. Here's that X-Taz timeout. They're really starting to run out of opportunities. Just 2 more rounds and another Mirage loss. That'll be 3 out of the 4 played in Rio so far. Guns have been juggled. Zywood will get himself an AK in hand. Mezzi will just take that Galil.
We said any scoreline, it's going to be sooner rather than later now if Vitality are to try and put themselves into a winning position. Map 1.
This is such a great sign for the grand final itself. Maybe not if you're a Vitality fan, you might start to get a little bit nervy, but if they can start with a map victory, we might get a competitive series here today.
Fumble on the strafe, wanted to start short side. Shiro will have to go through the B site itself.
Zontix is playing over towards A on this one, so the read being, if it's an A finish, Zontix, by nameplate Counter-Strike may go overlooked. You can see him here highlighted on Sandwich. So Tanir, he'll be the first to take contact on A. Shiro's AWP over towards short. Doesn't look like he will get an opportunity to chip in. It's Magic's aggressive over towards B that's piqued my interest. He paths back. The spam still alerts him to the presence of Mezzi. But it does look like it will be this A play. So Zontix, as long as Tanir kicks up a fuss, gets one traded, Zontix will have an opportunity to try and farm this multi. Plenty of smokes, flashes, mollies for this full A execute with all 5.
So much riding on this one. Or Mirage. Nades, rain in. Clean headshot. Tanir converts. Flamesy goes down. Now Zontix baited in. They overlook him completely. Only the one though. Saiwu 2 on the entry pathing. Should have access to the prize.
さあ、3-on-3。
Oh, spam does connect a little, but not enough. Donk's bullet, just the one. So allowed to replenish that smoke deep con. Ops opts for default box. Apex ramp side. Gonna try and get away with that flashbang. Nothing caught. Might be a Saiwu Donk head-to-head on this CT fight. Magix and Shiro crawling in from the stairs side. Nice from Saiwu. That's his 3rd. He's taking control of this round. He's doing it on his own here. Now Donk, next challenge, brings him down. A 2 versus 2.
時間厳しいな。
For both of the CTs, but time is running thin. They need that headshot on Apex now, and he's the one to provide it. Nothing for Donk. Vitality prevail.
Okay, that's what you want to see from your superstar. The world #1, when the chips are down and it's looking dire, gets you a massive round. A triple kill from the Wu. And we make this a 2-round game once
あそこでね、白やれてたらでかい。
Great trade work here. You can see Zontix. He gets activated there. He's just going to be able to mow them down, but just warding them away
Yaba.
by one. Zywu, job done.
They're a hard team to put away.
Shiro into underpass. Flavor of aggression.
ダメージが
I mean, he beats this. He's a dead man. Shiro doesn't miss these.
外すと終わりだよこれ。
3 members of his team up top mid though. They could apply pressure with util. Zontix trying to ward them off of that. Active on the short side.
They're committed to this. You're either forward or back. You got to fight these mid players, or you have to deal with Mezzi.
And here it comes. That head-to-head Shiro looking the wrong way. This doesn't matter. Donk has handled it on his own.
さすがドンク。おー、ば。やば。
Robs knows they're active mid and they immediately spring back towards the A site. He's ready to catch you on this reaction. Will Donk swing alone? Shows restraint. Doesn't give Robs what he's looking for. Through mid, it's Apex and Zywoo. Might use that CT smoke against them. They start their crawl through Con. Donk's attention drawn and Apex, he profits.
Oh.
Shiro down as well. Suddenly it turns the round on his head.
一気に3人死んだ。
He's gonna be forced into the five.
やば。
Instantaneous
うっす。
Now it's all on to Magic's locked out of the site and a 10th round imminent for
5 on 3からいつの間にか
At 1900 here.
3 on 3になって。
Hold on to this. Shiro and Donk have enough for buys into the
どう
next.
いうこっちゃ。
Magic really needs to retain this, but
急に人数不利になってんだけど。
where Zywoo gets a multi, sure it wasn't just him, but they stuck to their guns at Rops. Very well done. Takes that space, doesn't overextend. Both teams so aware of the potential of the lurk and how it's going to function, but the gap was pipped. That smoke was a blessing, and Vitality, they reached 10. Shiro will be able to get out another AWP if he so desires, but I think this would be a good time for Saltfic to call this. Magix is going to be able to drop a rifle. They're going to be all good for a CT side buy. Don't you worry about that. But it's late stages with the finances on the line. And there's that timeout, the first that the stand-in coach has had to call. Magix has been having a tougher time in this one. He's had some big performances throughout the run in Rio, but at the moment, just 4 frags. The B anchor, but also in-game leading in a grand final against the best team in the world.
入れるよ
At
な、
home. I'm not talking about Rio, I'm talking about best of 5 finals. You threw in the flavor of aggression, you got the 2-man opening. From there, you gave away a little bit too much. This was beautiful from Shiro. It's rare that you see this man getting stuck in, and this was tempered,
Oh, I
but
did
it wasn't
not.
just hold and W getting in your face. That kill came in at a minute 18. So well done. Just from nowhere, a 0 to 100. Vitality snatched that round away. Spread out a couple of those in the first half. Tanier with the Tech 9, saving them on an eco with a Galil as well. Okay, well, the timeout has started Zontic's A. Magic jump spot B, Shiro.
Tanier goes straight through the ramp smoke. He went straight ahead of it. They've cleared out behind deep ramp.
Well, bomb's going B.
And Shiro's going to be there in time. Magic's an opportunity for him to find impact, and there's
Holy.
the feed. Mezzi down and out. Apex coming in from the short side. Hang on a second. Shiro's missed a shot. Flamesy drops into the site. There's 4 members of Spirit here.
BFB.
One and done for Apex. It's Magic's again for a second. Flamesy needs the double. Can't hack it. It's Magic solid as a rock on B.
A ramp play, all the information, the rotation comes in, stalled out. Magix, just as I brought his name into the conversation, gets a triple kill. That stunted anything that Vitality were hoping to get away with right there. Clear orders as well. This is what you want to see, the growth of this man. Sure, he can be a troll in the interviews, but there's a reason they have promoted him and brought him back from the bench to this position. Tech 9s for Apex and Flamesy. Snap on the line.
Golden opportunity for Spirit. Start this grand final off with a declaration that you're in it to win it. Magic saying, sure, we'd like to take a map. Well, how about the first in the best of 5? Might get that to near Rob's head-to-head once more. Action on mid. Zontic's to be tested, throws a block smoke, actually an incendiary of his own design. It's Apex with an opportunity, spotted on that bench position. With the chip damage, smoke break, but Don gets nothing. Quick reactions out of Vitality, and look at the mantle out of Apex. He's going quick for the gap. It's a short reaggress. That Molly's gonna force a decision. Zontix, are you gonna stand? Are you gonna bang? Decides to go forward, takes that ladder space, enables him to find answers towards that window position. It's a smart reroute. 40 seconds for Vitality to convert this man advantage and extend play.
We can see the gap is B, but Vitality have no way of knowing that. They're set up right now for what is likely.
Oh, Zontix just goes wide on window. Didn't understand the cut of the noise. Messi will punish and extend their advantage.
Still going to go into the stack by the looks of things. 25 seconds, going up Conte A.
Okay, Tanir with an opportunity, despite 2 frags in favor of Vitality. Now another. Magic starting to put up a fight. One hell of a fight for 2. But from the backstab, Zaiwu will convert and take us to the final round of regulation.
Well, very likely this one spells overtime. Shiro can get on the orb, but everyone else is going to be lacking. This one's had the back and forth, and Zolvik, he's been saving these timeouts. He's got 2 remaining, but only 1 round, so he can take them back to back if he so desires. This is tough now. They're the ones without the finances so late in the piece. The stack there in the right place, sure. See here, the buy mainly MP9 heavy. Tanir chips in with 1 as well. It's an odd state of affairs that's going to provide the type of range of fights. It might force your hand to play aggressively in certain areas of the map to see if you can capitalize on the extremity players, Mezzi and Rops. If you really want to try your luck, you could barrel up top mid with an island box molly, see if you're able to get the MP9s stuffing the likes of Flamesy, Apex and Zaiwu in the choke. But I don't envy the discussion in that tactical timeout. This one should spell overtime.
Oh, and it certainly will now. Shiro down. That was the best gun they had. It was 4 SMGs and the sniper. SMG up close, though. Be a fair fight. Donk and Tanir puffing up their chest ramp side with the MP9. Creeping and crawling. Tapping drops, removes Donk. Tanir can't find the response. He disappears into the puff of smoke. And now exposed. Long range headshot from Tanir's MP9. Gets away with the upgrade nearly. Mezzi catches him just in time. A side's theirs. It's theirs for the taking. They're working it out now. Magic's low HP as well. It really does spell OT. Take a miracle on this MP9 from Zontix. It's unlikely Magic's as AWP can find anything. Now Zaiwu triangulates Zontix's position.
Auto.
MP9 though. Magic's orb could have caught Robs. He'll get across to Sandwich though.
Okay, gotta get a move on.
Everything stacked against Spirit. Everything tells us this is going overtime. Extra rounds required in the opening map of this grand final. Robs ensures it. Just Magics with no kit, no hope.
No way.
And overtime secured. Vitality, we said they're hard to put away. A demonstration before our very eyes. How tenacious, how difficult this team is to beat.
Yeah, it's these late stretches that Vitality have pulled up to keep themselves in this. Into overtime, we're looking for the magic number of 16, but when Zaiwu just swings out top mid and takes down the rival Orpa easy as that, this round was always theirs for the taking. A little bit late, but a little bit messy, but regardless, they've clawed this back. Flamesy, early in the tournament, said, well, if you take a swing at the king, you better not miss. Is that your chance squandered? Donk just staunch, hoping a fight comes his way, not backing down from this mid control, but Apex.
Seeing this?
Such a gap. Tanir in Sandwich. Where are the possibility? But Apex can't get the job done.
Born from Tanir. Oh! Profiting now, gets another onto Robs. That was the entirety of their A assault, shut down by 1 man.
Yeah, just hoping to get away with a double lurk there. If you're Apex, you're feeling you definitely need that refrag.
This is one hell of an audacious reposition. Peeks on it! Tanir is having a time of his life. 1 more to find the ace. Messi will deny him. Wow. Such initiative on display. No one's told him to do that. And immediately put Spirit into the winning stance for the first round of OT.
And Messi, how many can say with you here? 45 seconds left on the clock. I think Zontix up close and personal. Going to make sure there's no way forward. So he starts to head back, at least the fake steps in the mix. Rejig the setup ever slightly, but with time dwindling now, as he doesn't start making some moves, he'll have no way of winning what is already An impossible situation. Dinkton dead. Zontics will confirm it, but that round's all about Tania. Lurkout Palace undetected. Gets surprised by the fight, wins the duel. Rops attempts the trade, no chance.
やっぱ A4 いいなぁ。やっぱ A4 か。
He's encapsulated exactly what it is we've seen Spirit getting up to throughout Rio. Plays on plays. And he knows he could have had an ace. Still yet to see one in the playoffs here in Rio. Only 4 in total from the group stage. Grand final would be quite the time. Knock again. Continuing to play with confidence. Flashed in, finds the fight opening, done and traded. This time, Robs gets his man.
This time, Shiro doesn't hit the jumping flames. Reveals the orb's position on the short side.
強気すぎやろ。
Look at him go. Messi, this time ready. Raring for action.
これは強気すぎる。
Knowing that the A-lurk was elsewhere.
He's going to get into the site in time. At least Sontics will be able to put up a fight. Makes it across into sight. It's just him. Versus the 3-man assault. Rob's elsewhere top mid. Util's going to start pulling Shiro's rotation. What can you do, Zontix? How much time can you buy? Molotov's going to flush him straight into Mezzi's crosshair. Over the top of the smoke, though, Shiro profits.
Moving immediately straight towards CT. Can he find another? Shave it off the pack. Well, now it's
magic.
3 that he has to deal with.
What's he got? Flamesy masked by the smoke. Shiro's overlooked the potential for that default plant. The diligence from Vitality to have a smoke down for him. Now Shiro fires off his shot. Mezzi's holding for the push. Looking set to balance us back out. Hoping a prayer on those wall bangs.
Reloading brazenly in front of their face.
One more try.
Knows he's got the money for the next, just hoping he gets a little bit lucky, but no, Mezzi has himself a multi-kill. 3 within that one, combining with Rops to tie things up 13 apiece. One more round in the first half of OT number 1.
Zyra's got the best mid-spawn as well. Be picking up Shiro's AWP and trying to open up the round as he did in the first.
Solid stuff from Vitality not to rush it after those 2 opening exchanges. Still using their nades, still being diligent, not just waltzing in, not just thinking they'd be able to bludgeon them.
He's trying it again. Shiro's going to be taking a more passive approach this time. Zyra just going straight across to tap, so his objective is to catch Zontix and his aggressions.
おっと
Perfectly poised for it, goes on in and Magic's with the swing. Zyra with your opening kill. Nice flash work, look at it go.
あー、フレームス強い。
A double kill from Flamesy. They know Magix was near the short side too, because he found Zyra and now the clear, the head-to-head. Robs versus Tanir this time, Robs
いや、ロップズもいいとこいるな、それ。
That play too often. Aya had a couple of moments where he's been able to stick the landing, but expect it now. And as they continue this aggression, Vitality know the push will keep following.
Oh, needed more precision if he wanted both. Magic still finding one before Apex trades. Again, Shiro, a familiar feeling for him, alone in the clutch. And Robs may have heard that. Yep, easy pickup. Vitality, the lion's share of the rounds in the first half of OT.
Yeah, well, this is where you feel that there's a shift in the air. They had their chances throughout that patch of regulation to get the business done. A very important double from Flames.
His own flashbang.
And some frustrations from Donk, but understandably so. When you were so close to starting things off on the right foot, now you got to dig deep. You're back to the T side, and your bedrock of rounds came from the pistol with the conversions. Once we got later in the piece, Vitality took over with the gunnies. Missed the con molly there. Not sure how much it would have mattered as a smoke dropped in from the CT side to curtail any early aggressions.
Robs on the short side and 25 frags so far on Mirage.
Safety first, they wait out the smoke, they come through underpass and they see that nobody lingers.
Zontix takes heavy damage. He's combined it with his bullets. Mezzi locks it down. The fact he's provided an opening kill as the B anchor. Ooh, that spells trouble. Taiwu gonna have to smoke.
Smoke break.
Doesn't look like he's gonna catch anything. Robs will though. Look at that. Perfect timing. No trade available. Peeks on it. Donk.
それ落とされんの
Tanir, it's a nice timing. He's had back's turn. He will drop in. Zai will react. Spam through the box. Doesn't find the frag. And now Flamesy and Zai
幅早っ
ready to collect. Round 15. Next to
ロプ
Vitality.
ス強えね
Death of Shiro.
Didn't have too many chances to get the regulation. The score read 12-10, but you did have chances. Now you're the ones who are going to have to draw this back and try and push it into double overtime. Shiro, absolutely no chance of getting this done. It's going to waltz out to his demise straight into Zaiwu's AWP, and he'll take another as he finds his 19th. But it's Rops in that Rotterdam MVP form, saves his best for the finals.
いやーなスピリットいいとこまでマッチポイントまで行ったのに気づけば逆王手みたいなもんよ
The reality taking on Vitality is now sinking in. You had Tanir in the first half, value out of a couple of bad situations, but right now you're not getting into those situations. You need to at least get into the site or find yourself in a trade scenario over towards middle where then you can at least play the rotations, because right now Vitality, they're saying no, and to close this, looking for round 16, they've decided to bring out the double AWPs.
It's a perfect time to pull it out. When the margin for error is slim to none for Team Spirit. Opening kill could really secure it. Donk and Shiro out top mid, forced away by the incendiary.
Oh, Apex was cleared there.
Apex, yeah, he nearly missed the nade. Oh, he has fucked the nade, but there it is. The second AWP has filled the feed.
Zontix was late to Palace, throwing nades to start off the round. He's only gone and taken that space back late. Rops jumped up there and took that early, just sitting, waiting, and that kill's come in. Now that's home for Flamesy. The opening incision of what should be the 16th.
Is massive. A pivot into B. Smoke breaks. Straight on to Shiro. Perfect. Doing it all. He can. And he will. The big game player. Looking to be an
Zai.
Upon the lift of this trophy. Upon the conversion of this slam. But this is just that first step. Nearly had the chance onto Donk on the jump across. A 1 versus 4 for Donk if he wants to see Mirage extended. Finds the first onto a willy-nilly push of the smoke. Zaiwu secures Vitality. So hard to put them down.
逆転かよ
Two opportunities. Vitality seal it in overtime.
痛いね
This is a map that was undefeated for Vitality so far in 2026. The loss to Falcons, the only blemish on the record. Split the pistols for one in map number 1. That inevitable feeling. These are Vitality's gold bars set back here, and that was the question. As we head to the Southern Hemisphere, who can stop Vitality? Many thought it would be a slam dunk for the Grand Slam. That resistance, it was limited. Maybe it's futile. Top pop set up at the ready, door swing open, Molly goes in. Tanir, you'll be taking that fight.
Oh yeah, immediate top blocked by Tanir. I think that's countered it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, works out for Shiro as well. Gets that opening frag onto Flamesy. Cyril, however, just the one. Takes him off of Hut, but Tanir again with impact. It's Mezzi right back in kind. He finds the double kill. Things will slow down as Apex and Mezzi can relocate. They have info onto just Mezzi. He picks an unknown entity.
The fact that they're split right now, you have to play for info if you're Spirit. You can't really commit to these fights. So Magic says, hoping to shave one off the pack, but as the time continues to tick, he will have to consider outside at a certain point. You see him now pivoting, worrying about exactly that. And at that moment, the door swings wide open. Vitality waltz out silently, secure this top site, and in a moment, plant that bomb. Is he planning Heaven side? Apex behind single, and now Magic's up Heaven. It'll need to be Zontix up the vent.
Are they unarmored? Apex and Mezzi, neither of which has the additional armor. Body shots could be lethal. And Mezzi's not looking. A clean headshot doesn't matter. Now into the clutch goes Apex, springs in.
He heard Zontix, he knows where he is.
Knows exactly where he's coming from. Doesn't matter if it's a head-to-head though. It's just going to be a battle of wits. A battle
音聞かれたんじゃね？
around the site. Box.
Oh.
Bait and switch. Drops in, plants his boots, and Apex just waltzes into his crosshair.
That wasn't looking good for Spirit whatsoever. I thought Zontix was going to have to fly up the vent. The fact he's gone noisy ramp, and at the same time, that's when Magix activates. If you're the two players on the top side, if you hear a player ramp, you don't think someone's going to start peeking on their own. He was very noisy running up, so I think with that Apex position, potentially hurt him.
And Mezzi thought he had enough time to kind of establish his position.
So a nice round to win. The bomb does go down, however, and we know what that means. A 4-spy bruise for Vitality. ZywOo, it's an AK-47 for his troubles. There's a Galil in the hands of Mezzi. Back 10, 2 Tech 9s, and well, everybody in lobby. They'll try and pressure Zontix over towards ramp by the looks of things. Util lined up, here they come.
Oh, it's a nice pop flash, completely nullifies Zontix, loses vision, forced to turn tail, tuck into the side, but they're coming. Support alongside as well. He's got Donk, early start down here. Zontix connecting, as is Donk. In combination, they've completely nullified Vitality on that second round. Nothing to celebrate for Vitality.
Well, that's not the way you'd hope the 4-spy to go. You need a little bit of resistance here. The fact that you've got absolutely nothing done, means, of course, is the eco, but you don't shave anything off the pack. You don't put the cortisol through the roof here for Spirit. The flash was great. Zontix has to drop down, but the rotation's better. This is just a shutdown. And some moments in map number 1 where I think Zontix would have hoped he's done a little bit better. This one, a very important moment to start off map number 2. I think, again, the inevitability, Vitality in that first map, we're thinking, okay, well, at any moment, they're just going to wake up and bring it back, and they did. It was ZywOo having to step up in a massive way. But Spirit is still bringing the fight. This is the best they've looked in some time. Definitely the best they've looked with Magix as the in-game leader.
Yeah,
there might be some concerns for Tanier, right? Well, first grand final.
Sure. The first couple of looks of Magic's calling the shots, it was less than pretty.
Yeah, but I think it's just the attitude shift of the whole team. It's not just his calling, right? You need everybody to complement each other. The comms need to be on point. When the comms are on point, you're playing off of each other, right? You're flashing. Yeah. And what also builds that is ideas, having moves, taking the initiative.
It's also about trust. Trust is such a theme in these best teams. It's every player knows his team's got his back.
Well, I think that's the biggest point as far as Vitality are concerned. We could talk about,
hang on, ZywOo's nailed the first and threatening on the second. Donk versus ZywOo, AK versus Deagle. Donk's done well. 3 kills deep before Flamesy finishes what ZywOo started.
I think more to be said here.
Yeah, that was his opportunity for Robs, lingering in lobby. Magic's with a peer in towards the squeaky door, confirms his location, but he oversteps the mark.
The bomb is outside lobby, there's 25 seconds. They need to move right now if they want to pick that up.
なんか気づいたら2 on 2なんだけど。
But at that point now there's
大丈夫か?
20 seconds.
Okay, so ZywOo
So unlikely.
Gonna have to come in from the main side. Maybe Tanier gets caught. He tucks into the vent at the perfect time. It is just Tanier here, and Flamesy lazy on the clear. 2 headshots, instantaneous deletion.
Okay, I think the second, a little bit of chance there for Tanier. A lot more damage done in that, and they weren't able to salvage the AK. As Tanier, he's turning into the showman for the Spirit roster. Most of their personality is displayed by their output. Tanier,
wow.
He's got the smile on the face, and he's happy to pander to the crowd. Now the gun's equipped, Vitality, right for round number 1. Shiro gets his AWP. Of discussing the prowess of Mr. Cool, who had a fantastic first map of play. on the T side of Nuke. It's a tough job, but one that he makes look easy. All the smokes.
Such a heavy investment of resources. You're going to be making a play around this. Smoke break sets up Shiro, but they take cover. So we're well aware of the possibility. A second this time. Donk trying to set him up.
Ah!
A missed shot from Shiro. Goes
もっ
punish.
たいね
And using the smoke as well. They'll quickly move. Flamesy's going to catch the back turn here. Slots him on the top of the
いや強っ
onto Magic's Teneri's challenge. Flamesy huge on the entry. Just Zontics here
こいつらやっぱフィジカル強えわ
his number and Vitality get off of that goose egg.
Okay, Flames inside were there, just the can openers ripping off heads. That looked beautiful. When they throw that third smoke in, right, it's a, call it a question mark smoke. It just
当たり前
creates
な
so
んだ
much
けどな
carving opportunity. And for Donk, that gives him so much to be concerned about. Understand that wasn't the opening exchange. This one right here, getting peppered away by Oshira after the opening. But then Donk still has to worry about the slip through those smokes in a credit. Are they going single? Are they going main? And that means the top defense is having to worry about a whole lot more. Sure, it's the Hunt Door and Squeaky, but as soon as main becomes a problem, you're having to help Yard. You're considering all the comms, and now your money, it's not in tatters, but this buy, it's not pretty. An AWP and an M4, complemented by a couple of MP9s out of 5-7. The fight early necessary for Spirit. They have to be able to try and bounce back in rounds like this. We know Vitality can. Spirit need to be able to do the same.
Oh, and it gets harder immediately. Just off a smoke spam, Robs pulls Tanier out of the round. Looks like a test for Zontics brewing. Just a flash and go.
Won't have support. Shiro won't get here in time.
Yeah, he's just got an MP9. At least he'll have vision. Flamesy leading the pack, leading the charge. Mac 10 and shut down with empty hands.
Might be the save at this point. There's only so much you can do there if you're Zontix, especially with Tanier going down top. They're going to hedge their bets. Donk, he wants to take the fight.
He is fully committed to this fight. It's a feast or famine position. It is one man versus Vitality. And he now his position, his whereabouts noted. He's running out of ammo and he's lost his head. He won't be saving, at least not those two. Just Shiro's AWP to be brought through to the next.
Rops may have just opened the runway for him. Is he considering this possibility? Shiro just parks up in lobby. Rops goes onto the roof. So there is a slight chance that Shiro can worm his way in towards T-spawn and retain this. It would mean that Rops would have to not be as diligent as this man is, and a bit of a robot as the Estonian. This is a man on a mission today. He's already won back-to-back Grand Slams, but looking to do it in the Vitality jersey to become the only man with 3. Polishes off Shiro, wipes the board, and they'll draw this back to just a one-round game as we see Spirit now taking to an eco. One against Na'Vi, then Furia, eliminating the hometown heroes yesterday, and now Spirit. A lot of names in Rio finding a resurgence of form, but got to be able to deliver your absolute best Counter-Strike if you want to be able to take even just a map off of Vitality. They were just on a 24-map run. At this event, they secured the most top 4 placings in consecutive fashion of any team ever. The same conversation happens every time we see this team in the final, talking about the accolades, how stacked the trophy cabinet is, how polished each and every piece of this team. But there is still a debate. The quieter it gets, but it still exists. Is it Vitality the greatest of all time, or is it Astralis?
Yeah, Flamesy even taking to the interviews saying that we want there to be no debate. Well, this ESL Grand Slam, another one for Vitality, would certainly bolster the conversation in their favor.
To be the only team to have accomplished that, and then to be still running the rest of the season as clear favorites, head and shoulders above the rest of the pack, who now playing musical chairs. Roster changes left, right, and center. Falcon's going to bring in Carry. Just made changes. The pieces continue to move, and Vitality continues to win as this eco, 30 seconds remaining. Time is the issue, but Saiwu Mezi, they light up the scoreboard. It's down towards B, and they'll get that bomb down with ease.
You managed to get yourself an AK-47.
Yeah, I think make sure that you get that in Donk's hands in the next, right? We know Just how wicked it is
セー
to
ブや
be.
ろ。
3 rounds, T-side nuke, starting to simmer in nicely. Just talking about that run, 6 straight before losing to Falcons here in Rio. All of those outings, single-digit stomps. The closest was a 13-7, right? This is a map that Vitality are extremely strong on. 13-2, 13-4, 13-5, 13-5, 13-4, right? They're not close at all.
And they start on the T side when they pick it.
They're dealing with teams like Furia, Mongols, Aurora's in there, Bows. This one now is confirmed. You look at last year, back-to-back majors, 7 straight titles, 30 consecutive best-of-3, best-of-5 series win streak, and the Grand Slam that they were able to pick up down under. Win in Melbourne over Falcons. Definitely a final to remember. And almost a year to the day later, it's only a week. It's a week difference. It's almost the anniversary. If they're able to do it again, right now in 2026, this is their 5th tournament. They already have 3 trophies. They're looking for the 4th. Krakow, Cluj, Rotterdam, Rio up next. The World Tour on display. This record-breaking excellence continues. We're just going to sit back and enjoy it. Right, Donk, AK in hand. Back into the guns. Then you stomp the Ron.
Look at this forward position from Robs.
Just straight in hard, right? Gives you so little room to move in top that you don't even know.
And it's so sound cue based as well. You give him an extra sound cue, you give him that extra step, that dismount, the drop onto the floor, he will profit. And he will punish.
See now, popping out the second wave of smoke.
Here we go. He's just caught a little bit of a window of opportunity, but Magix will catch him. It's info though. Spots 2 towards the hut position.
I need to gravitate back towards lobby now. As he has the bomb, Apex coming over to join. Zywoo not too far behind. It's Flamesy who needs to make some room outside.
Consider that room made.
Yeah, now it's your options. Okay, do we want Flamesy to come back late for a top hit, or do we want to just try and split B? Flamesy can go down secret. They're aware of the possibility of the slip. Zontix announcing that by blowing off the double doors. How far behind the rotation do they think they are, and how many bodies do they think Vitality have committed to this? Ramp is not open. It's Donk, who's now starting to fortify this. 30 seconds.
Peeks on in, nails it onto Zywoo, finds him for first and looking for number 2.
いいよ。
Darting down to the B side,
無理やり持ってったな。
right on time. They've got 17 seconds. Flamesy still unable to find Zontix. Process of elimination dictates he's in dark. Just in time they clear him. Vitality, opportunity to plant with no response available. Down the vents is Cheeky. Taneer coming in from the Ram side, hoping Magix can find something on this flank. Attention drawn towards the Ram side. It's Flamesy versus Magix. Tap from the head, nice from Taneer.
あるぞ。
Onto Flamesy, just Mezzy in the clutch. He's got to find that second one. Shiro's there, and Spirit will make it a 4th.
Well, Zontix had fumbled that
wow,
one there.
yeah.
I think in that position, he needs to get at least one. It doesn't matter in the scheme of things. They're able to retake in that 3v3. But it definitely ups the pressure. So well handled. It's another round that when you get what is essentially a free opener like this, the timing of Rops on the hut push, Magix able to get there in time. Donk gets his. But a great shot from Taneer to open the way up for that retake and get back in. Now they need to establish themselves within the gun rounds on this CT side. Consecutive feels mandatory. Mezzy, fast hut.
Yeah, how quick is he going on this? Punishing that absence of the incendiary early hut.
Shiro
Flashes from
was
the roof
just
and
here.
go.
He just rotated away Shiro to help outside. There'll only be 2 on A to deal with this.
He's going. Walking straight in. Perfect off angle occupied by Magix. Taneer from the hut as well. Shuts down Vitality. The door closed. And Zywoo, oh, he's in it to win it. Nice clean headshot. An opportunity for that multi. God, that got close. Zontic saves them in the 1v1. He pulled that 1v3 rapidly into 1v1 territory, and it's Axtaz on the mic.
Great showings by this top defense. They've been called upon. Sure, it was a Rops lurkout in the previous, but that one right there was a full assault. And both players in that A site had to deal damage early. That gave enough time for the rotation to get there. The top side turned into a blender, and Magix and Tania, they passed the test. Very important that they're able to convert those, but Xtaz, before the finances are completely burnt through, wants to get on the mic. They get 2,400 loss bonus into the next. The full investments are there. They actually have a bit more cash than maybe Spirit would be hoping for. If they get the bomb down, it could be another buy. So maybe not to be the partial on the follow through, even if they concede another. Little technical timeout has been called. You can see here Apex with the headset off. Mics aren't going out to Arena, so no need to watch what we say. Lamesy, 6K yet to buy. He won't have any issues.
Same kind of story of Mirage. Spirit putting up a valiant defense here. Tania, top of the tables again. Map to map from Mirage to Newt. Tania continues.
Something yard-centric, excuse me. Vitality again in no rush. You want to say that. Okay, Apex has actually got this red space quite quickly. Back on the smoke, Shiro finds nothing.
Oh, it's too easy. Way too easy over the top of the smokes. Apex felled. Zywoo closer to it to avoid that, but now susceptible to the spam. It was Donk that tagged him up a little. Still enough time to get themselves across. Bomb and two additional players down the secret stairs. It's Robs that's ready for the angle. Tania on the clear. Robs profits. Puts us into the 4-on-4, but that B finish. There's no one down here.
Yeah, no one has cheated over to deal with this. They know that it's a possibility. And that back box is Zontix. Shiro's actually evacuated to go. Well, he was attempting to help elsewhere. So they will be able to get this site for free. They're still going to scale out as if there's bodies. Are they up towards clock? Are they dark? Well, nobody's home. And they have so much utility right now, especially these mollies, to be able to restrain. Drops not playing the lobby lurk. Over towards Yard. 3 players looking to retake from ramp. Magic still towards A.
This is even harder than the last one. As he stays sight. Flames are going to be the first one to on the receiving end. Ramp-centric. 3 players charging in. Taking from Zywoo. Takes the head off. Nice from Mezzi in reaction. Catches Zontix looking the wrong way. And the rest achieved by virtue of the number disadvantage. Shiro and Magic's just got to save.
Yeah, 1,400 into the next. They need to hold on to these if they want anything to fight with. They're going to evacuate back towards Secret. So retaining this Vitality, make it a 1-round game. And I love that right there. It's flashes. Okay, we can't block the choke points, but what we can do is once they've established a little bit of space on that retake, we can flash and we can clamp down. They just stamp their dominance on that B site, and it looks simple. Spirit not believing that it was going to be the B finish, the site completely unguarded. Zontix. It's on the mic, second tactical timeout in the first half of play, knowing how valuable these CT side rounds are. The T half, it's going to be a completely different beast. Vitality, they're in the driver's seat to be able to not only tie things up, but extend this lead. And they are going to force bite behind the saves. It makes sense with the 1,400, but for the remainder of this half, you are going to be working with very little if you do not convert this one. Get 1,900 into the next. You take the save. 2,400, you have a meek buy for the final round of the first half of the second map. And you had chances on Mirage.
This is quick.
Zywoo, yeah.
Straight onto main roof.
This time Apex does get across.
Straight away.
Is anybody going to drop down B to acknowledge it this time? Because if not, it's another key weakness that is just open for the taking. This time, sure, there's not the extra bodies, there's not the bomb, but there's so much space. And Mezzy. Tanir's gone down a couple of times through smokes towards that top side. That could have been another.
They're trying to channel him into this hut angle. Shiro, knowing he has to be a bit of a playmaker here, inserts himself forward.
This sucks for Zontix. He's just heard the molly go off towards double doors, so they could be single.
うお、タイミング。
No idea how close Tanir was to Apex.
You need to make some plays. You need to see that type of aggression. Understand it's not easy on a map like Nuke, especially not with MP9s.
Yeah, Magic's actually got the info on Zywoo, does avoid the shot.
Now the bomb is across.
Yeah, but Tanir's down here with low HP. Oh my goodness, nearly two.
あ、C4 バレた。
Able to provide the trade though. And now Apex, ooh, had to head with Zontix. Losing the rifle. Fight outside could lead to a pivot. It's Flamesy with the bomb. And Zontix on the read.
Oh,
beautiful.
これは。
Again, impact out of Zontix.
25 seconds. Robs can get down this vent.
Yes, he can. Shiro's chasing Ghost. Going to be a little bit behind the queue. 20 seconds. They have to find this fast. Zontix, supported by Donk now. Tags up onto Zywoo. They are going to pivot up. Robs has got the bomb, but Shiro's got him. Zywoo 10 seconds into the orb. Shiro shuts it down for 6. So CT Hall they'll be happy with, especially if he can sprinkle on the last couple.
That's an instrumental moment right there from Tanir. I think the fact that he's made that move, being able to pip a gap, look, this is really what sets Apex up, running in a little bit lackadaisical in that scenario, right? Tanir's shown himself, oh, is that the rotation?
Right.
No. Zontix still down there, able to capitalize, and now it's Vitality's money that has concerns. That's an extremely important round. You need 8 if you're Spirit, and this is a door blown off. Top go. No, ramp.
A little bit of pace, definitely the name of the game. Zywoo, Robs fight back after Zontix opening into the top site. You know, Tanir typically lives there, and so a cut of noise, they completely cancel.
The fact that they've just won a fight at ramp and topside in the first 15 seconds of the round.
And you've taken down Donk and Shiro.
The amount of gaps available is huge.
Well, Yard's not one of them. Tanir stands his ground, holds onto Yard, puts Zywoo in the dirt, and pulls Spirit back into contention.
All right, now that it's level, you have to play off of each other here, Spirit. You've been able to claw this one back just. Zontix still towards ramp. Magic's up in the heavens. And Tanir will take over the responsibilities of the top site. So Magic's will just take this like a gap. He's going to have a whole lot of information, but can't do a lot with the shots.
Yeah, he spots him. He's communicating this. He's playing for Apex. Should have him dead to rights there on the tap. Back of the skull. As he can't find the trade, hidden out behind that box. It's still a partnership towards Tanir, though. They're looking for him, going to make life miserable with the Molotov. Forced into the fight, Robs pivots in combination with Messi, they find him still lobby and heaven, and it's going to be Zontix that plays next. Robs is not looking, Magix finds Robs, and now they can double up, they'll double swing, Messi on the adjustment. They're so low, 28 seconds, he can't get back. Considered it. 3 bullets. It's all he has to work with. Magix onto his pistol, but 20 seconds, the pressure's on the T side, and Magix does it on the USP. A necessary round. Closed down, clutch for Magix.
Now that's tough. The fight's kicking off towards Hut and ramp immediately. You mentioned it, Donk and Shiro the first to fall, and they claw this one back. This is a hard fought. And Magix again are playing ahead of his teammate, just like the pistol round. He's just swinging out heaven, taking these jewels, getting stuck in. Forrest the Butcher gets the clutch done, and the money in the bin for Vitality. You force in, it's Tech 9 heavy. There's one rifle. Mezzy's got the Galil. 8-4 on the door. You would love that if you're the Dragon.
It's Estebar. Certainly on par. Smoke wall. All 3 thrown by Mezzy, and the Tech 9s will start their crawl. Going to partner up with Tanir. They suspect that they want to go through main, and it's the right idea, it's the right read. He's going to be in the perfect position. Only the one, though. Good from Zywoo, stops Donk from the multi. Rob's clearing corners, Magic's up top, good for it. Double kill on the FAMAS. Apex last man standing. 8 found for Spirit. They're not going down without a fight. That is a solid bar set on the defensive side of Nuke. Vitality's pick, will it be Vitality's win? Welcome back, late. Fourth map if Spirit could pick this one up at minimum. We're live. Vitality looking to pick up a pistol.
The gloves are off in this one. A broken buy round late in the piece sets Spirit up for success. They're showing some grit. They're the best pistol team
ゴー
in
ル
the
が
tournament.
白いと
Looking to go
あれだよな
3-1 in that department.
黒い武器が似合うよな。
Donk outside P250. Oh, Tanir's been chipped away.
A solid connections from Flamesy spamming the smoke there. Clean headshots.
P2000
representing. Takes out Zontix. Magix finds that belated trade through. Hot double entry from Magix. He's got the bomb and he's doing everything. Heavy
Magix が強いな。
Magix, but Apex on the crawl gets distracted by Donk and Shiro profits. Gets him on the trade from the heaven.
お
Goes clean onto Magix, just Shiro. Two to find. Knows he's got to dance between these two elevations and doesn't find the necessary.
え、P2000 2人いんの
All right, we split him again.
マジで
Again, these in-game leaders.
いやいやいや、USB でしょ
Equal game state situations, taking such a chance, but it's worked for Apex just like it has for Magix. Tanir almost got a nade on his noggin right there. Magix does such a good job. Takes out two on the top side, and well, the bomb going down. We know what that means. Oof, the investment from Robs. Brings out an AUG into round number 2 of the second half. Don gets an AK, Shiro gets a Khalil.
He's one of the very few players that will use every trick and weapon in the book.
It's crazy just to see it so early.
Gonna be quite a statement. Your second round, you're already running into an AUG if you try ramp.
I guess it means he needs less help. He can focus elsewhere. The break of the smoke. The ball doesn't find anything, but a stray bullet does. Donk chipped away at, brought to 78 as everybody from Spirit is going to be able to cross silently down secret.
Flamesy started down lower. He's been jump spotting this entire time, just bouncing his head off of the arch in order to get that info safely. And now, well, he's been spotted as well. Fakes the door open. And now they're running straight into the MP9. An important trade from Donk, and it could get weird. Long range with that scope, though. Robs puts a couple down. Perfect range for it. One bag from Tanir's Tech 9, and we should see the bomb go down. They're not contesting immediately. Tanir allowed to scavenge an M4. Robs creeps around the corner into Tanir. Zontix as well. They've got the advantage. The second round, who needs the pistol? They've only got Messi to get past.
Bomb's been picked up now. They're worried about him swooping in. Single door, double door, that's a bit of a problem. But Messi, he's just come down the ladder. He's going to let them play next. So bomb will get planted. 40 seconds thrust on the clock as Messi starts to make a move.
Oh, if he peeks, he's going to potentially catch Tanir before he finds cover. Elevated spot, standard bang, Tanir's aim on display.
Another one of these rounds where Tanir has a multi-kill in a very impactful moment. This has just brought the half alive, and they had already done the business on their CT side, excuse me. Right, this is a scenario now where Vitality go in with a 1400 force buy. If you get past this Spirit, it's your map to lose. It's not just a fight that they're bringing, they are in it to win it. Scout for Zaiwu. 357, Deagle for Mezzi.
Vitality bleed.
It's so nice to see this level out of Tanir. Since he was rumored to be joining the roster, right, we had this lengthy period of time. Obviously, Magix went out, Zway came in. Zontix was hanging around for a period of time, but we knew that he was done with. They were going to bring in Tanir. He hasn't looked this comfortable. If anything, the team's looked out of sorts. Not like they've just completely dropped off the face of the earth, but this is meant to be a contender for titles. And finally, here in Rio, it's starting to look that way.
Donk on this pathing, gets spotted by Zaiwu's scout, but unable to connect the dots. Can't hit the shot, Magix can. Flamesy, though, does well. Mid-range 5-7, a second onto Tanir's head. Long range already chipped away at, softened up by the HE. Apex with that 1-2 dunk in conversion. Long range 5-7 headshot. Vitality could return and respond in kind. With just armored pistols, it falls to Zontix and Shiro to rectify, make it just Shiro.
Not clearing this.
Not clearing Apex, and he closes it down. Vitality respond in kind.
I think the response time of that, they show themselves outside, they get that frag immediately, pivot up in towards A. The fact that Apex, after getting a kill outside, is in the rafters, tucked in, just insane work. One step ahead of Vitality, and they won't go down without a fight. Flamesy, he's the one that ignites here to make this round a conversation. Apex at range just keeps moving, doesn't stop.
He's played that very well, the individual format of Apex.
And they take the eco. They don't want to get drawn into the force by wars. This is a decision to make when you're dealing with 1,400 loss. So next round, only the 1,900. It's going to be touch and go. Maybe it's an eco into a half, then into a full gun round. Either way, it's a great opportunity now for Vitality to work back into the game. So we continue to go tip for tat as both teams putting some strong Counter-Strike on display.
Hops' Org might feast here. Unarmored team spirit charging in. The Desert Eagle gets nothing. That scope advantage Shiro knows all too well. How many is he getting? He's done some damage to Zontic. Support has arrived as well in the form of Apex. Just rotates in, blocks them with the incendiary. Such an unfavorable fight for the Glocks.
I don't think they'll be getting too much done in this one whatsoever. I'm just more interested to see what the buy pattern looks like from here. Sophic used 2 of the tactical timeouts in the first half, so not sure he wants to take one going into the next. They just have to put faith in the team piecing this one together as Apex put a farm up too. Donk's got something done, but all in all, this will be the 7th round now for Vitality. Only a matter of time until they converge on Donk, and they're coming from all angles.
Wow.
Deletes him. Okay, so they are opting for what is likely going to be heavier Galils with this type of a buy. Well, I say that, they're buying in, selling back. This is such a weak buy for what at this stage of the half should be your first gun round. It's 2 AKs, 2 MAC-10s and a Tech-9. They've already been able to win a force buy, but this isn't that.
Lots of early smokes in the sky. Lurk smoke door, wall of smokes yard. 4 smokes burned in the first 5 seconds.
You feel that you're forced into something that's a little bit more poppy because of these MAC-10s and Tech-9s, but then you have the AKs on Donk and Shiro. So do you want to give them opportunities to work and look for equal duels? Well, they haven't taken any space outside. Not cognizant of opportunity for Apex or Zawu lingering around playing for info.
Looks like they want to go send Donk through main. Magix with flashes to facilitate, drops in, trying to synchronize now with Tanir. Nice one and done though. Zawu quick on the trade. Apex has found Magix and this pacey top, this second wave, just crashing into the rock that is Zawu. Shiro, he's gonna,
Ropesがいる。
Ropes is just gonna have to end it here. Makes it a 1-round game.
I like the idea. Right, they threw the top utility first. That's going to draw the attention. That brings the yard players into focus. Donk is able to find the gap and swiftly executes, but it's not enough follow through. And now it will have to be an eco again. So pattern of rounds falling unfavorably for Spirit as the blue wall. 4 out of the 5 rounds won in this second half so far for Vitality. $2,900 into the next, so by virtue of a little bit extra cash, they can equip themselves with some pistols again. If you couldn't make them slip up in the last with some misdirection, you're gonna have to hope that you catch a good timing, and wanting to try Ops again by the looks of things, this time playing over towards elbow. Actually starting to path forward. Does that mean that there's support on the way? Well, the smoke is about to fade. Magic's selling a fake towards yard, but it is all on Rops.
Org primed and ready. Tanir going to be leading this charge. Rob's prime starts to unload. Oh, and it's only the 2 before Donk gets his Tech 9 frag accelerating into the B side, but knife out. Flamesy catches Tanir, bringing a knife to the gunfight. Donk has found Robs' rifle. 7 bullets in the mag. Magic's a free frag for Apex. So a helpless one for Team Spirit here. And Flamesy's going to play it by the book.
Yeah, could have just swung, took that fight. Such a huge man advantage. But they know what's on the line. You want to get this one done as quick as possible. Vitality been letting the world know that the focus is on Rio. Getting these gold bars, that cool milli. Take the pressure off with the major right around the corner. Looking for the three-peat. You don't need that extra baggage. Donk, he's in the sight. He's faked the plan. The door swings open. There's one, but time's against him.
Oh, gets the info on Apex, evades the nade only by
Ja, da kommer vi.
runs at him to try and die before the time. Hit 0. So, yeah, Vitality running away with it now. That's 4 consecutive from the defensive side.
だっ
They just
て
have to return to round number 3 of this half. I think that the T side was always going to be difficult for
Vitality 追いついたな。
but once you had spilt over the money, you knew that Vitality were buying back in with
よし。
well, pretty average looking weaponry. That was your chance to rack up double digits and likely 11, putting you on the precipice of another map. You had your chances on Mirage. Now we're all tied up here on Nuke 9-9. Robs starting down towards B. Now, because the smokes haven't come in yet, Robs can actually continue to take this space. He knows that nobody could have crossed secret yet, which will allow him to get to the stairs and be a jarring presence.
Yeah, okay, he's going to have to respect the Flames. Molotov throws that into question. Second wall. Throwing impromptu through the red. Robs is fully committed to this fight here. He's peeked on in. Doesn't get the fight he was looking for. Magics will bring him down and they keep 5, or rather 4 alive. Excuse me, Tanira died over towards the silo position.
That's a lot of information that Robs gets right there. He sees those 3 bodies. He knows that the bomb's there. And Apex.
He's quick on that. Looking for the lobby lurk, and Apex is so quick.
Oh, he's looked away!
He just looks away as Donk strikes! Takes the head off of Apex. Frustration visible. Magic's going for that plant, uncontestable. Saiwu from the ramp side meets Mezzi. And Flamesy trying to draw attention to himself. He's fumbled, the smoke goes down the staircase instead. He was hoping to obscure the cross on Vents, but he still hits the shot. Takes down Donk, it's a 3-on-3. Clock ticking in Spirit's favor. Chunk of damage dealt to Magic's backside. Swinging from the single side. Flamesy gonna apply the pressure. Instant headshot out of Magic's. Looking good to collect. Shiro with the spray. Only Mezzi, and he's been tagged. Position noted, and there's no time.
バイタリティもいいとこまで行くやん。
You can see Counter-Strike timing right there. The difference between Apex winning or losing that round. Just the fact that he looks away on that pathing. If he's able to get behind them, then I'll consider that's a multi-kill. This one, a little bit rough for Robs. He's been very good in this series so far. He's 18-12 right now, so that's probably his only misstep. And Donk was already low. So you felt he should have at least gotten one in that environment, but the team was there to make sure he didn't go down. Once more, double digits reached first by Spirit. Money on the line for Vitality in this one. The only one with extra cash is Apex. They lose a sight early as those nades chunk Donk. Flames' push lobby. So many moving pieces.
So aggressive. He's looking for the lobby lurk. Zontic's towards Trophy. Donk into the warehouse. Yes, so many moving pieces.
Flames keeps going. If anybody heads back, they're going to be caught out.
Outrageous. The bomb descends the secret stairs. Robs to receive them.
Oh, Donk.
Yeah. Zaiwu, unawares. Donk's grab walked this whole way. Back turn to Zaiwu.
Oh.
Whiff. Just in time. So the opening kill goes the way of Vitality. Robs has got support in the form of Apex towards control. Power position from Robs. Only have 2 rounds with empty hands. No, sir. Finds Magic. Shiro to swing on in for number 2. And Robs has got the bomb in front of him. Zontix reveals the lurk on Hut. Nothing else to be done, though. And so a tied-up game 10-10 seems inevitable.
ハットル1111 G7D3 お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様です。いや、今日は暑い。暑い。
Too convincing in the buys. It's been a spotty half. Consecutive rounds would have gone a long way. And if Zontix goes down after time, that is absolute worst case scenario. Flames is not going to T-spawn. He's going to do it. He's going to rub salt in the wound right now.
goes down. 真似がない。
ハットル1111 G7D3 ズーム会議中です。暇です。
何、特に話すこともないパターン。やることがない会議。やることがないっていうか、やる意味があるのかっていう会議もあるような。
These 30 seconds wisely, whether it's about what follows through in this one or the next. Game's far from over. That feeling of inevitability when you go up against Vitality, you're trying to buck that trend. Magix has had some big moments, 17 frags for the in-game leader in his grand final debut in that role. Pressure on this man's shoulders. They've decided not to shove and go for another one of these wonky buys. There's already been enough of those in this half of play. They're going to take the conservative approach. Smattering of pistols upgraded. Next round with the 2900, they will be able to buy. You'd love to get a plant if you're Zontix. That's just to help him out, right?
コンタックスが金なさすぎやろ。
It's not going to go too far.
400ドルって。
Donk Deagle headshot would go miles. You have to get past this off angle. Look at him go. Robin Cool, the Sweat Lord, off angle, Org poised and ready to shred your unarmored opponents.
And they tried and ramp every time on these eco.
Anti-flash, headshot angle, absolutely farming, gets three. A wallbang would have been nice, a little early from the first, but tags Magix on the second. Tanier on the
ハットル1111 G7D3 客先からの案件概要の説明会議です。ノーと言えないので発言することないですね。
やばすぎ。あ、まあ、客さんからか。
Has had so much activity. Magix can't do anything with it. And understandable with the type of buy that they brought into it. Okay, the guns now. Zontix is just going to have to concede and work with a Mac 10. Shiro gets his AWP. The AKs are there. And this is one of the better looking buys throughout. It's going to be the weirdest looking nuke highlight reel for Robs.
Maybe the logic is that against the Eeks, if he gives it up, his opponents don't know how to use it.
Aha. It's got to be at least 9 or so kills with that AUG against very lightly equipped opponents.
And now up against the guns goes M4.
No easy way back into this for Spirit. It will be only against the rifle rounds down the stretch.
That is so cheeky. Pushes on the first smoke. Straight through squeaky door, catches Shiro with his knife out. Pants
ハットル1111 G7D3 その場でノーと言えないってだけですが、現地の状況がわからないので、実際に触った上でしか何も言えないです。
なるほどね。これ強制参加っすか。
Conceding to play the man advantage.
Maybe Zontix sprays.
Well, Mezzi's here as well. CT vent, they can double swing this.
Oh, it's faded. Okay, Zontix thinks twice about it. He's going to flash him in. Zontix, how quick can he turn? Swings on in, spots Zontix for the head-to-head and calls for backup as well from Trophy.
45 seconds, still worried about this.
Oh.
Okay, very aggressive from Flames. He enables an equalizer from Magic, scavenging Shiro.
白がね、活躍できてねえな。
Donk knocks on main
頑張
door.
ってよ。
Tanier through Squeaky. Mezzi one onto Donk, but it's the peek through. Leg shot. Apex is alive.
わあ。
Ace of life. Cyber with the nade to finish.
And Magic's heading for the hills, wanting to hold on to this.
Brutal. Brutal.
It's another one of these scenarios, right, where Apex playing the Joker either calls one of his teammates or it's himself, hiding in that top site ahead of the play. And that's 12 secure.
アットル1111 G7D さん、この機器の設定変えてくれって依頼で実際現地行ったらその機器トックの昔に廃棄済みなことは日常茶飯事です。
なんかそれコミュニケーション取れてる？コミュニケーション取れてるかどうかはわかんないけど。Was you on map 1 who had the 12 to 10 scoreline? Vitality brought it back to overtime and ripped it out of your hands.
Nice little run boost to get Shiro set up to try and catch an opening kill. Apex having absolutely none of that. He's got his hands off the mouse and keyboard, checking his teammates' monitors. No Saiwu's got the cross, and I can't quite believe that Flames
oh yeah.
in back-to-back rounds
Yeah, but
and final no less. With map point at stake, he brings the fight through lobby, through the smoke. He's such a trickster. Oh, and Apex hits a heady. Tania down on the yard spot. 5-on-3, Vitality set to collect a 2-map lead. Flash out, more
nice cover.
This time Donk humbles him. Flash to get him on the swing. Donk's toes tapped from the hut position. And oh my
座右がね。
He's read him like a book. Zaiwu with the 5-7.
そんなとこにいんのよ、座右が。
Smoke walk. It's going down for Spirit. Constant reaggresses from the CT side. Robs has cleared out lobby. They don't let Spirit catch their breath for a moment.
30 seconds, bomb outside, Shiro down towards B. This one's hopeless. This one has absolutely no chance.
アットル1111 G7D さん、廃棄対応をした人が記録漏れしてるだけです。みんな適当なんで事前情報は当てにならんです。
ああ、そういうパターンですね。
But for Spirit, close but no cigar, time and time again. It needs to be a different look on Dust 2, or this one is done in 3.
それは良くないな。バイタリティ強っ。バイタリティが強いね。会議ね。まあ基本参加だもんな。
ユニゾンキャリア。ここは IT 転職ライナー。
最近転職広告多いな。
On the retreating Zantares, it's just going to run to her demise. He gets vision, he's deadly. That's a demonstration. It is a 2-on-5. Should be unlosable. Even by their standard. Oh, it's very
アットル1111 G7D さん、転職しましょう。
They've let it slip. Falcons, how does this keep happening?
確かに。
Drop in, this is crazy from Alexi. Punish onto Donk and he goes on for more.
Alexi in form. Alexi.
Forced to swing off the molly. It's up to the captain to save them. He can't. Donk triple headshot.
やりたくなってきた。
Tap, tap, tap. Good night. No.
その会議って何時までやるんですか？まさか、まだこれからやるパターン。俺眠くなりそうなんだけど。いや、俺寝るよ、多分。 だから人の喋り方によって眠くなんない？俺はなる。なんかこういう喋りだとなんか、やべ、すげえ眠いってなって。多分あると思う。人の喋り方とかで。
アットル1111 G7D さん、もう2時間は経過してます。話してる人以外みんなゲームしてます。
素晴らしい。時間無駄じゃない？なんか、そんなにやってさ、2時間って意外と長いからな。
アットル1111 G7D さん、結局客先が責任こすりつけるための会議ですね。こっち説明して全員聞いてたんだからなんかあったら何も言わなかったそっちが悪いでしょって感じです。
家にほうれん草とかちゃんと、なんかできてないパターンが多いんだな。まあまあまあ、お客さん大変ですね。お客さんってか、あの、接客とか大変だよな。ストレス社会。 で、乗れるよな、確か。あ、乗れる。これ、日本で降りれるの？無理だ。いや、2時間も会議、きついなぁ。あ、ゴールデンウィークまで、もうちょいなんで。あと2週間ぐらい。2週間は切ったか。10日ぐらいか。
ハットル1111 G7D さん、そういやプロデューサーランキングでしたっけ？ルカで1000位切れたのでよかったです。
ああ、いいっすね。あれやってる人ずっとやってるから。担当の人はみんなやってるから、大体。でかいですね。今日の昼で終わりだったはず。いいや。
ハットル1111 G7D さん、エスタスタスがなかなか届かなくて試行錯誤してます。
あれね多分ね、多分あれ、ステータスとかなんか関わりあるよな。取れる気がしない。
ハットル1111 G7D さん、エスタスはできるんですけどね。やっぱ突しないとですかね。
それは多分ワンチャンあるかもね。だって突やった方が圧倒的に強いから。上限とか上げやすいから。けど、突するってさ、きついと思うんだよね。 短時間で。ただでさえカードいっぱいあるのに。同じカードを揃えるっていうのはさ。モンストの凸よりはやりやすいとは思うけど、それでもきついからな。サポートカードも揃った方が強いし。
アットル1111 G7D さん、モンストのガチャ運曲は20体なんでね。
20体っすね。まあ、特に性能が変わるわけでもないっていう。変わんないよ。ラックっていうか、あれぐらいだよ。獲得数が増えるぐらいだよ。まあ、見栄えが良くなる。なんだ。
アットル1111 G7D さん、変わらんすね。なんなら艦隊分のコスなら23必要ですからね。
それな。
アットル1111 G7D さん、22か。
これ艦隊の方がいいんだけど。艦隊の方が絶対強い。 まあ連休前になんかコラボ発表とかありそうだけど。あ、これなかなかキャラ変わんねえんだよね、ここ。変わった。そろそろ会議終わんないですかね。なんか雰囲気的に、あ、もうそろそろ終わるとか、なんか分かればいいけど。
ハットル1111 G7D さん、聞いてないんでわからんです。
あ、まあそんな感じか。もう参加するだけでいいと。
ハットル1111 G7D さん、結局資料の中身は実際に送られてきてから確認するので、本当に出る意味ないですね。
それもそれだな。結局送られてきたからの方が分かりやすいね。結局、資料見た方が、やっぱ早いよね。 本当にマジで今日気温高え。
ハットル1111 G7D さん、想定される疑問点としてハート化で説明されましても、こっちが後から問い合わせするから早く終わらせろよと思います。
それ説明する意味あんの？やらないといけないんだろうな。あれ、花粉か？花粉飛んでんのかな？あ、これじゃねえ。むずいよな。上下 M が多い。あれ、ルさんってもうそれやれば終わりっすか今日、仕事。会議出てあと終わり？それなら今日勝ったようなもんだけど。
ハットル1111、G7D さん、終わる時間次第ですけど、まあ定時には上がります。
いいですね。やっぱ定時に帰らないとな。ここ行ったりとか。あんねフリーファイヤーマジです。やっぱね、手を動かす方がね、眠くなるな。やっぱ。あれ。ツイッターとか開いたはず。 はい、行くのか。はいはい。もう5時なんだ。いや。ちょっと飲み物取ってきます。はいはいはいはいはいはいはい。賞味ね。賞味これ、銃撃ってるだけじゃ何やってるかわからんよな。64。 73円十分だ。シャニソンやるか。いや、あともうちょっとなんだよな。10連回せんの。
プロデューサーさん、こちらが今日のログインボーナスです。明日はこちらがもらえますからよろしくお願いしますね。プロデューサーさんとお話ししているとなんだか元気になります。ドバトさんみたいです。モコモコした雲がドバトさんが丸まってるみたいに見えます。
あと 105？
今度
これか、新曲。いや、日和のさ、日和のな、カードがなかなかいいの来ないよね。
決める。最高の瞬間にするわよ。我が炎で焼き尽くしてしまおうか。楽しくやろう。プロデューサーのおかげよ。ありがとう。
だなぁ。
いいパフォーマンスをしよう。
ほんと久々に見るんだけど。この曲 MV でも普通に聴くだけでもいいけど。あ、イベントやってんのか。ちょっと待った。
疲れてない？アマナにできることがあったら何でも言ってね。
なんだこれ。
天下ちゃんの写真にアイドルの皆さんはどんな様子でしょう。アイドルの皆さんは
違った。
どんな様子でしょう。アイドルの皆さん試してみたいコーデがあってね。プロデューサーさんの意見も聞かせてほしいな。
25？ どうやったってもんだろう。あと25。R サポートだけど。
天下ちゃんの写真見てたんだ。めっちゃ可愛いよね。 ルの皆さんはどんな様子？アイドルの
パーフェクトボーナスがいいな。パーフェクトボーナス。パーフェクトスコア。あれなんか結構強くないこれ。いやー、どうしよっかね。これ今何個持ってんの ?700？
どうもです。アイドルの
そう。
試してみたいコーデがあってね。プロデューサーさんの意見も聞かせてほしいな。
へー。
ねえ、どんなの？衣装。楽しみ。楽しみです。
あれこれ、外せないの？
ねえ、どんなの？衣装。楽しみ。
すげえ。 そうなんだ。5人いないとダメなんだ。
衣装合わせよろしくお願いします。プロデューサーさん、着替え頑張ります
よろしくねプロデューサー。
ゲーム。あ、夕焼けなったー。
差し入れ
さてさて、時間です。うわー、こういうのもいいよな。日かや。おー、やるやん。まあ、やるやん。はい。確定はないのかよ。お、確定だ。お、まさかこれ日和やろ。冬子。キリコのこれやった。いいこと？これは持ってる。あ、これ持ってますね。三峰。当たったわ、日和。
赤く咲く彼岸花のよ
うに。やった、日和当たった。やったぜ。 ジュビ。あー、キラピコドットね。やったー。ロングノーツ。いや、いい。でかー。やっと当たったよ、も
アイドルの
う。迎えに来たよ。
食事、ストレッチはちゃんとしていますから。これからも頑張ります。新しいユニットはとてもいい雰囲気だと思います。
アイドルの皆さん、
わ、強くなったな
アイドルの
今日は調子いい感じがする。何かあったら言ってくれ。何でもやれそうだからさ。お時間取らせてしまいすみません。今日はよろしくお願いします。
みんな限定イルミネ。
一生合わせよろしくお願いします。プロデューサーさん、楽しみ。やっぱりステージ
ったよ。
お時間取らせてしまいすみません。決める。
当たったよ。
花と酒闇ほころび過ぎゆく日々すがるように胸を染めゆく。儚さまと疎い空星の雫は降らずにこの手が憂いてる。傷に似た山の時は霞の奥へと次のようにゆらゆら駆けゆく駆け抜ける明日へと集まれと行方も知らぬのなら迷えばいい。花と酒たそがれのよあれ色失うとしても倒れるまま今と酒揺れる空にひとひらじりぬる夜を行けばいい上がれやまぬ風に枯れるこの口狂う花びらでも今めいてずっとなり下げ命前ひらひら舞い上がれ強くあれ夜の帳破りながら朽ちてもただ光あれ今を生きよう切なな夢美しくあれ花と酒たそがれのよあれ色失うとしても変われるまま今と酒揺れる空にひとひらじりぬる夜を行けばいい上がれやまぬ風に晴れるこの口狂う花びらでもほらすべては諸行無常を枯れてゆくほら私は諸行無常を咲いた。花と酒たそがれのよあれ色失うとしても倒れるまま
やっぱいいな。
今と酒揺れる空にひとひらじりぬる夜を行けばいい
ヒールセンターどうなの？
楽しい衣装合わせになりそうだ。プロデューサーよろしく。決める。花と酒闇ほころび過ぎゆく日々すがるように胸を染めゆく。儚さまと疎い空星の雫は降らずにこの手が憂いてる。傷に似た山の時は霞の奥へと次のようにゆらゆら駆けゆく駆け抜ける明日へと集まれと行方も知らぬのなら迷えばいい。花と酒たそがれのよあれ色失うとしても倒れるまま今と酒揺れる空にひとひらじりぬる夜を行けばいい上がれやまぬ風
いつライブやるの？
それ以来とは負けない。
から迫り来るクライシス狂気のステルスインベーダー X バンドレーダー駆使して蹴り風速度弾き出し巧みに操作リフレクションサイトを定め正確に狙い瞬に打ち取ってメイクアップよマイ臆せずに立ち向かえ同じ石の光を灯す仲間がいる見に行こうその先のホライゾン勝利のイメージを胸に映して光放って Bring it down Bring it down 迎え撃つよ Fire 試される時が来た3みたいのソルジャー Break it down Break it down 退路なんて No way ミッションを駆け抜けろ戦うフェンシングディフェンダーBreak it down, break it down 迎え撃つよ Fire 試される時が来た3みたいのソルジャー Break it down, break it down 退路なんて No way ミッションを駆け抜けろ戦うフェンシングディフェンダー Stand up afraid Break it down, break it down 迎え撃つよ
絶対見てない。
Fire 試される時が来た3みたいのソルジャー Break it down, break it down 退路なんて No way ミッション
いやー、夕焼けって感じだ。早いねー。これいいなぁ。 5しかないんだ。いや、天下の欲しいな、これ。
衣装合わせよろしくお願いします。
やはり一番似合ってる。
プロデューサー様、リンゼをおそばにお置きくださいませ。おかげさまで本日は心よく過ごしております。皆様にお会いするととても心安らぎます。
6時になる。何をかな。すごいな、これ。なんて書くの？
プロデューサー様、リンゼをおそばにお置きくださいませ。
ああ、相談？停滞を感じているのか。まずお前にとって理想の姿とは何だ？完璧か。誰からの話か知らないが、私はそこまで厚顔無知ではない。振り返れば間違えたことばかりだった。もしくはお前以上に。 私などお前よりも多少人生経験が長いだけの存在だ。当然今でも間違えるだろう。そんな私では不安か、プロデューサー。分かっているじゃないか。成長を願うことは悪くない。ただし目標は見誤らないようにしろ。もう一度自分を見つめ直してみるといい。それでも迷うことがあればまた訪ねてこい。お前なら乗り越えられる。力を尽くせ。
こんなにあるんかい。
結構焼き付けよう。コペルニクスもビッグで国内のライザン総合無限の可能性ファンタジー人様崩壊間近でも夢を見せ理想掲げあしなさいこうしなさいって心配です嘘吹いても頭はバババババ悲しいくらい進んだそれじゃ話だけは振り合い聞いてあげましょう朝までなしましょう嘘ぶそうよいっそもっと自分を隠し通して法律に出しちゃダメ何様今さら
マジックって言ったらまた見てくる。
私たちならできるよね。長いものに巻かれて手のひら返してそれができない存在は昨日までの世界も今日には不正解自体の速度に乱高下
剣で手を取り合ってあげし取り合い右脳左脳で右往左往でくるりもこした方些細な重傷気づけば重傷皮肉な引力その悲劇の結末知ってる人生なんて今はリアルなこと遊び使い捨ての正義いい場所奪い合うこんな世界でも信じたいものがあるそれを疑って我を失って哀れなキングに油断しちゃダメ裸を抱こぼしながら生きてゆけおけ無理だってそれきついて口吐いて尻を散らしながら走る彗星のように不快な感情食らった面所そうやって光ってくんだ財務財地一財時代次第誘い一切多彩ライフ代おライフ代未来洗いざらい飲み込み愛の愛向かい深いも何もかもと燃やして闇の中でまた焚き果てたい人生なんていわばリアルなここ遊び世界水平の正義いい場所奪い合うこんな世界でも信じたいものがあるされと疑って我を失って哀れなキングに油断しちゃダメ人生なんて今はリアルなこと遊び使い捨ての正義いい場所奪い合う
やっぱいいなぁ。
世界でも信じたいものがあるそれを疑って我を失って哀れなキングに油断しちゃダメ人生なんて今はリアルなこと遊び使い捨ての正義いい場所
ご機嫌な空に誘われて街に繰り出してしまいたくなるな。
6時になるのか。いやー。
失礼。思い出し笑いをしてしまった。
この3人もなんかいいな。試合のあれ見るか。あんま早すぎだろ、みんな。
Out of the long doors, and Zai will not out of. Jab lad most excited for this one. The two teams he considers the best at this very map locking horns.
ラスト2。まあ、原点、頂点とは言えないけど。
Dong's been quiet. That needs to change.
お互いラスト2得意マップだよな。
It's functioning as it needs to. We need some massive donk moments. Late long pop on the table. There's the flash.
Yeah, Zaiwu gonna lose vision, not gonna lose his head. Oh, he's just tapped two
だ
heads
って言うわ。
just like that.
やばー。
Pistol. So calm. Multiple bodies charging funnily.
ワンタップ3人。
Long doors and Zaiwu nonchalant just taps head. Three dead out mid
What's the gear?
Zontics.
No brawl, no mid round. Just a two-man advantage. That's beautiful from Zaiwu. This year it feels like he's taken his game to another level. And that's crazy to say with someone who has the accolades of this man. Apex still shooting hard for the old man. The in-game leader, he's more than that. He's a captain, a strategist.
He's a leader.
He is the engine room of this squad. Right? He's the enforcer when times are tough. He'll take the hits. But right now, this perfect concoction of players. They don't have lightning in a bottle. They've got a sustained thunderstorm.
やば。
And it's only elite teams who are able to claim the ESL Grand Slam. Astralis, Liquid, Na'Vi, FaZe, Vitality. And they're looking to conquer it twice. An eco here for Spirit. Able to get a little bit of long control, but this all counts for nothing. They will be swept under the rug swiftly. The guns will be coming out in the next, and this is one of the maps that they've definitely made their home turf. Somewhere that also Tanir has been comfortable making his moves. But I need to see Donk show us some of that, or tried and tested, battle hardened. Right, he's a beast, he's a monster, and his team needs him now. So the eco dealt with, the guns now equipped. Focusing on some of this, not pattern calling, but tendencies that they've been showing throughout the tournament. The crisscross smokes, how they're able to play off of the different looks. Vitality will have studied all of those. Just going through the motions. Donk and Zontix will be gifted lower tunnels, but there'll be nade damage. Apex trying to slow down the cat roll with that incendiary. Hold on to his HE. Donk is closer than he might be suspecting right now.
He knows a lot of their strategies revolve around this
That's-
Xbox lineup. It's Zontix that stomachs the HE. Picks up an extra one left in CT.
Yeah, no surprise there. The reason his util damage is so high is, well, two factors. One, he's got his lineups on lock. But two, they funnel them to the man because of the positions he plays. Flamesy burrows in. This is going to be tough for Tanir, Donk, and Shiro to break without a flash.
It's just chef's kiss. Off the incendiary. You're not ready for this? Not at all.
Oh.
The sound cue gave them that false sense of security. Flamesy kept humble to one. Zaiwu's angle.
Oi.
Nice shot out of Donk. That's his second contribution. It's Apex that's under pressure from the short side. He gets two. Completely nullifies both of them on the short. Smoke for the cross in a 2-on-2. Robs is going to be mantling up. It's Mezzi playing close to the smoke.
Should be able to plant safe here. Defensive smoke into the site. Bomb will go down.
Timed this perfectly. Robs gets out, does manage to find Donk. Now all onto Shiro's shoulders, and he falls to Robs too. Fast guns and not going to find the win.
Very well done there from Apex. Understand Flamesy, he's the one that caused the chaos. Donk, massive trade. The bigger is the shot on Zaiwu. That opens up the avenue for the split. So this is how it kicked off. But it's all Apex on the side getting a multi-kill. He has had some really important moments, especially early on in halves. These are stabilizing rounds. You know, that is going to have to just be the partial investment now as the smile on the face of Mr. Cool in pursuit of the third ESL Grand Slam. And with the form he was in Rotterdam and the form that he's been showing in this final so far, before we made it into map number 3, he was already 52 kills deep. Tippy top of the server without a doubt.
I mean, that's one of the factors with Robs. Is it feels like when the pressure's at its highest, when legacy's at stake, he finds another level.
Actually invested a little bit more. Donk has an AK right now. It was a tag early from the scouts, so this one, it's a bit of intrigue about it.
Ooh, missed opportunity. Shiro as well. He had the scout primed. So now you've got the coordinates of ZywOo's orb. Donk feels like he can take up that space.
Limited util for the finish right now. I know it's still very early stages in the round, but regardless, it's just a handful of smokes, and one of them's been thrown out for the mid to B.
He's going to go for a sweep. Facilitated by Apex util. Oh, smoke, they're pushing. ZywOo caught off, does adjust, finds Magix with a trade from Donk there. It's Flamesy that's the
Yapa.
just tapping heads. Crushed our spirit. Just Sontics, a nice shot on the Deagle, finishes what Shiro started. A second is stunning, a third asking too much.
It's starting to heat up there. Good damage done. When you make that type of investment, that's what you're hoping for. The plant, that would have helped out. Make sure everybody has AKs going into this, but regardless, that was a partial. I know it looked threatening, and they're fortunate that it was. This was great from Flames. He gets there in time to flash the shots and everything, still on this push. You think ZywOo is getting
A サイトが鉄壁すぎる。
but now both snipers with their weapons of choice. Shiro has his. ZywOo trying more wall bangs. We've been seeing plenty of that.
Oh, how about that one? Full blind. Shiro catches Flamesy, overextending on the long corner. First blood drawn. You've got to make the most of this now. Shiro's given you a gift of an opening.
Flashes were good, but Shiro just the perfect timing.
HE still breaks. Catches a glimpse of Magix towards the Xbox, or at least audible. Now Apex gonna sweep on through short. Shiro looking the wrong way, loses his head to Apex on the aggression.
なんで IGL が
I think that would be it. You'd
そんな
think
前
the
出て
aggression
る
is done.
Oh, he's backing off. I'm gonna give one back. Rops pushes up at tunnels. They just keep moving.
They're always moving. It's so brutal for Spirit. They're getting clamped in on.
ロプズも詰めてる。
Back turned, Don gets away on a scrap of health. Incendiary will force a decision as Apex through the smoke catches Zontix. Trade available. Good from Magix.
He's open. Tanir's taking it.
Yeah, he has, but the bomb's still on catwalk. It's a weird dynamic now. ZywOo would have to hit the flick of a lifetime here. Tanir's got the drop on him. Eye to the scope. Oh, Powsy looked around.
嘘だろ。
Catches him. One step too many. Bombs picked up. You've got Messi.
タイミング良すぎやろ。
Inside. He's letting them come to him.
They got mollies though. That's gonna, oh, go Goose. That's not gonna go sight. Mezzi's got a safe haven. Perfectly positioned for this to keep Vitality's round rolling. Down he goes. Magix can't do anything. And for Donk, he doesn't have the health to come up clutch. Maybe he does. Maybe all he needs is 14. Because ZywOo versus Donk in the 1v1. He can't handle ZywOo. Overwhelmed, picks up the M4 to clutch up.
I think in that little sequence right there, Tanir's taken plat control and then he's jumped off of plat to get into sight. And in that moment, a step has to have been made because ZywOo went from not having awareness to being a little bit sure that there is that possibility.
Oh, what an opportunity.
So 5-0, the scoreline reads, remember 16 straight Vitality's Dust 2 right now. I can't possibly put into words how insane that they have a 44-4 record on this map. This is Dust 2. This map is almost as old as the game.
And everyone can play Dust 2.
This is it, right? The fact that they are able to show such a pedigree on this map, it is absolutely insane. Right now, with the cushion of a 5-0 start, what you likely see happen is a few more risks, a few more pushes that they were just doing in the last. Shiro's going to be pulling his hair out. Think about those flamesy door pushes. You didn't even get your chance to play your T rounds on Nuke because they were unraveling you at the start of these.
Oh, again from
Yeah,
Shiro.
but-
Back to back. This time it's Apex that skull is cracked.
Well, this man's had a chance at denying an ESL Grand Slam before. Attempted to stop FaZe.
Hello, Donk extends their advantage. Catches ZywOo go and walkabout short side.
Okay, so a two-man advantage,
Have to convert.
but they haven't. We'll go back to Mirage. This is just to get on the board. You can't be fumbling this one. Bomb down outside upper tunnels. A fake, double nades in. Good information available now. They're pivoting quickly. Rops is on the site. Donk has the rotation. Zontics is going to pick up that bomb. Oh, Donk, he's going to allow this. The cross? No. Flamesy down, so now all that pressure once again on Rob and Cool.
わ
As he finds Donk, and now it is Mr. Cool.
お。よう頭入れたな。
Asking questions of his side. Mezzi trying to lend a hand. Down he goes with empty hands. Looking good. Spirit to convert this. They've just got to get past Mezzi. Shiro all the way from downtown. Zontic's the one to close it down. And yeah, nearly a full team ace. Just Magix that doesn't contribute.
They weren't able to get there and get that AWP, so unfortunately for Spirit, that is not a weapon that Shiro will have, but might not be necessary if he's hitting shots like this. Look, seeing Shiro go for opening moves on the CT side with the AWP is one thing. Seeing him take that long fight is another. People have been asking for Shiro to find some form of aggression because we know how talented this guy is, but he's an AWP that does it more by the book. So this is great and important. You've got nothing to lose. Your 2 maps down.
I want to talk about by the book. They were going to go for that quick B pop. A block smoke might change their plan, but Mezzi has burrowed deep into lower tunnels.
The CT buy that you have to focus on. Look how brittle it is. 2 MP9s and a FAMAS.
The flash works out, but not able to profit is Mezzi.
This is a break point right now. Spirit, if you can take this one, it's going to be worth 2. Better buy for the attack. Another smoke will be called out to the upper tunnels. Only 1 remains. Being juggled now. Mezzi boosting up to deal to the mid to B. Essentially means they're hedging a little bit more towards A. And obviously Mezzi can contribute with this, but it is going to be the B split. And it's a FAMAS to do the job. This is tough for Robs.
Crisscross denies a lot of the potency of that boost. And wow, so does Donk. Takes his head off instantly. He's wrapping into Robs. It's 1 man versus an entire squad, and he gets overwhelmed, overrun. A clean execution and conversion, as you highlighted. If you can take all the guns away, they'll have nothing.
So Tanir in lower tunnels. Flamesy's trying to find a bit of space. Now, for him, he'd love to get an upgrade, but if he can also act as a bit of a bodyguard so Zawu can hold on to this AWP, an early beacon of information, because they are starting to trundle towards the backyard. Flamesy will have contact if Zontix and Donk continue on this trajectory, and they're noisy.
They've called it clear. Little do they know, Flamesy's burrowed into the corner.
Yeah, well, they want to start building their bank on the T side as well. So, just a few steps away from demise, but they will guarantee their second. Spirit, add it to the tally, and again, showing they're not just going to roll over and give this one for free. Zaiwu does take a frag onto Donk, who just overstepped the mark. But all in all, Vitality who are the ones having a deep conversation regarding what comes next. So tough with the FAMAS, but not only that, you're essentially in a 4-1 setup. They were playing somewhat for the mid to B, but just not on that side of the map. So Zaiwu, you've had your moments throughout. You've got the AWP saved.
And they're coming your way. Magix and Donk out long early, and the bomb's going to join them. Zontix, he's going to be responsible for this potential flank.
Flamesy pushed the molly. Took an awful lot of damage here, but has some space.
They swap responsibilities.
Oh, Molly's missed.
Molly, so Zaiwu will be able to maintain this position. And don't forget, it is really all on his Donk. A misthrown Molotov. Is that really what's going to cost you the conversion here? Shiro spotted.
やば。
How is he dipping in and out? A third available, finally felled by Magix, but Flamesy's flanking. Tanir is holding. MP9 versus the AK. Missed shots from both. Looks like Rob's one's
マジでこいつ合ってるな。
and 2 knocking on the back door. Apex, just a P250, gets caught on the fade. Nice play from Zontix, and he surges forward towards CT. Mezzi doesn't have anything, just a P2000 to his name, calling for backup. Flamesy can lend a hand. And that's the Zontix positioning rewarded. Now Robs is 5'7", doesn't have the weapon for this kind of range, but he does now. Picks up the AK. Oh, he to Zontix.
ナイスカバー。
Threatening, no doubt about it. Zontix gets a firm pat on the back. 3 kills, saves Spirit and converts it.
That's one right there for Zontix. Him playing in the smoke on the fade, he understands he has to make a move. And sure, it's just against the saved AWP. And well, or some very light upgrades, but that one was still extremely tense. It's a 2-round game, 5-3 the scoreline reads. The guns do come back in. Zaiwu is just going to have to function forward with a scout. So now it's Shiro who has the advantage regarding the sniper department. Very good B spawns available for Spirit, but unlikely they're just going to want to run straight into this.
アットル1111 G7D さん、お疲れ様です。
あ、お疲れ様です。
Starting to go from strength to strength in this, dropping down to spawn. Flamesy probably can't quite believe how that one unfolds. It won't be a defuse kit unless Zaiwu buys one.
やっと終わったっすか？
That was obviously from Vitality. Still tense out there regardless of that 2-map lead.
They're going B. Two of them here. Messi trying to control the spray into the meat grinder. One back from the orb. Tracks him on the drop down. Solid from Shiro. A tag from the scout.
やば。
Finished off by the net.
やば。
He's been dunked on. Oh, and Zaiwu will follow up onto Tanir. Robs, Messi, Zaiwu, Apex,
強。
everyone quick to attend to the pace change on B.
Blink and you miss it. This is such a tough opportunity now for Magic. The bomb down in enemy territory. He's just been smoked off. There's another one on Apex to lob in again. Zaiwu is jump spotting for the potential mid to beat. Magic's
アットル1111 G7D さん、定時5分前から立て続けに連絡来て対応してますフェイス。
だるいな。
レド、ドルーピー、合図。
やばすぎやろ。5分前はやばすぎ。やってるね、それ。
Spirit, just as they started to get things going, they went for the crazy maneuver of that B pop, the high-low setup. Completely shunts them out of this one, and this will be the 6th for Vitality now. Apex, the vacuum cleaner, picking up what he can. Just discussing the road to this
これ
point.
セーブ入ったな。
And how much of a catalyst, but it's all about the ESL Grand Slam. You need a crack body in the counter.
アットル1111 G7D さん、まあ自分の性格的に明日に残したくないのでしょうがないです。
あ、俺も伸ばすのは嫌だな。
Spirit now, they find some form, they have Dong, that's why they're always in the conversation.
And speaking of, Donk has taken this early contact walk through short. Could potentially catch timings. We've seen multiple players on that ramp get caught juggling nades, but never mind, they will announce it. Pulls the attention of Flamesy. Vision obscured on CT. Zaiwu and Robs tending to mid. Does have that palm flash. Apex hoping for a chunky HE on a time.
Such a gamble setup that you're assuming nobody's going to come out long, right? This setup right here is so risky, but I guess because you have a buffer of rounds, you feel that you're reading the play.
アットル1111 G7D さん、残すとどれかしら連絡漏れする気がして。
それはだるい。
He just left the upper tunnels and now he jaunts over again while this block smoke on short is up.
He hasn't even poked his nose out long yet.
Zaiwu has a flash on the fade of this short smoke. Does he want to use it or no? Drawn for the mid to B.
Shiro should have something here on the sweep. Jump up. Oh, gets punished. Magix goes down. It's Shiro back and now just in time.
B シフトこっから。
It has to be B. Messi and Robs realize that too in unison.
けど B 2人いるんだよもう。
Confirms Zontic's approach. Robs clean with it. Finds the headshot. Donk back with one. It's a head-to-head duel. Robs versus Donk, and Donk comes out on top.
Put a plant. 10 seconds. They're going to try and run him down.
間に合う間に合う間に合う。
In right here, right now. Apex charging knife out. Zaiwu as well. Just run at him. Apex not waiting around. And that is a 7th round. Closer and closer to glory. Vitality edge.
Just such a late call. It looked like they were definitely going to be heading back to A, but when that block smoke came in late towards short, Zontix was in T spawn. I thought he was grouping up with the team to finish for this A split. They send him back for the B split, and right now it's just back to the pistol. So Spirit can't sink their teeth into this one. It's been a strong map for them this year. They've only lost it once. That was to Astralis back at EPO. Otherwise, it's all green. But Vitality, they haven't lost it in 16 consecutive and looking to make it 17. It's just the numbers, right? We're talking about these accolades, these records.
At this point, Vitality, they're just competing with themselves.
熱っ
This one's only going to go one way. No pace in it. Sure, there's a couple of smokes and a flash. You have to catch a timing, but look at the radar. It's that net of blue. Nobody's overextending. They're all playing for A right now. Zaiwu with the AWP gets to lock down long.
わあグレネード食らうなこれ直で
They come running out.
いやこれグレ
HE.
Yeah, looks like it's going to do significant damage. Just dunks onto Zontix. Apex unloads.
完璧
It doesn't get better.
配速が完璧
Between the two Frenchmen. Shut down Spirit, sent back to spawn with one last opportunity, and they are going to take a timeout. Sothic on the mic. Would love to see a fourth before we swap sides.
It's felt close in a lot of these first halves up until this point. The inevitability of Vitality. Ask the Counter-Strike world about it. This has been the conversation now for well over a year. 2025, there's without a doubt 2026 shaping up nicely. Zaiwu with 16 frags, Apex 12. It is the French who are putting the hammer down. And this is what you've come to expect with this team. You got to enjoy it while you have it, and that's something that Apex is very cognizant of, something that he's made his team very aware of. A roster like this only comes around once in a lifetime. Win while you can, as much as you can. Double orbs, Rops wields one. Zaiwu obviously the other.
バイタリティ強えな普通に強え
For that lurk.
2アップなってんじゃん
He's drawn the line in the sand on the pixel. One overstep, and you've given up an opening death.
The only thing going against Vitality in this round is the fact that they have lost long. But Rops alleviates that pressure and...
Oh.
Zontix bests him. A lovely clear, perfect pre-aim and an opening kill.
Expecting some type of reaction because of this long control. Zontix doesn't skip a beat. Warp of Zaiwu going to try and hover back over to join Mezzi for the B defense, but it's all about an A split. The bomb's out long on Shiro. Zontix has just gotten past that line of sight. Oh, that's come too easy. A flash and a swing.
Just like that. Now from the short side, Zontix. Oh, actually safe from... No, heavy nade damage.
これはいい FB だ
Taneer advancing the flash push 3.
完璧だ
Flamesy finds them. All three for Flamesy. Mezzi wantles up, evades, jumps straight into Zontix though. Combining for a threat. Apex finding Zontix, puts it all onto the shoulders of Donk to try and end this, but the bomb is on long.
20 seconds, he has to go.
時間がない
But if he goes and drops, Zaiwu's got him dead to rights. Drops in. Zaiwu gets the info and he rots the clock. He knows what's up, makes it difficult. Surely time against him. Apex just has to do it. He can't. He's just chasing Ghost. Apex tucks in. 5 seconds, knife out. Chasing him to try and find the jewel. And he does it. Just in the nick of
さすがドンク
As ice is for enough, or does this end right here, right now?
4本かきついね P で4本はきついな
Spirit put up a fight, maps 1, maps 2, but in this best of 5 final, the third does too, and we thought we'd have more of a fight. Spirit given a gift of a 4th round, all they have to their name, thanks to a donk clutch in the last few seconds of that 12th round. Is this the map where Vitality make Counter-Strike history?
This is Vitality's world. We're just living in it. They dropped this one short. They still have 2 more opportunities to get it done right here, right now in Rio.
It's the word you keep throwing around with Vitality, inevitable. This one feels it. A pistol would certainly raise some eyebrows, keep the conversation going.
Towards lower tunnels, the bomb is outside upper B, but it's all going to be a bit of a fake right now. They take this long space. Zontix will be noting the smoke on the cross. He's going uncleared. Oh, head spotted.
Oh, you got just enough of a spot onto Zontix.
あ、気づいてる。
That's going to sell it. The whole team are here. Spots another. Flamesy finds another. This is just a fake, but he's found lethality. Double kill, Shiro low.
すげえ。
Shots, and the bomb's going B.
Oh, they don't want A, they want B, they want the whole damn thing.
Oh, a pistol that exemplifies their dominance.
The devil in the details. Everything looking perfect.
2 players selling a fake in air quotes, but they win the round.
おい、誰も死んでねえぞ。
Side of the map.
I think it's dawning on you now if your team's spirit resistance is futile. The question coming into Rio, can anybody stop them? This is a resounding no. The top of his dome just spotted their flames. Mezzi Marauders on that A site. We don't split the pistols on this one. Zontix can't quite believe it. It'll be the eco. Donk in with a dig, the rest on the USPs. Sure, Donk had his clutch moment. Feels too little too late.
Ending in a whimper. The writing's on the wall.
This head-to-head about to become 6 straight series for Vitality, and that kicked off when their era did. IEM Katowice 2025. Their announcement of intent to the Counter-Strike world and what was to follow, unprecedented. And every time since then, these 2 teams have done battle. It's been in the playoffs. It's taken that long before we've got them in another grand final against one another. Things are a whole lot different this time round. A new in-game leader. A new piece to bolster the firepower. And a couple of easy frags there for Zywoo. Running through the flames. Shiro will trade, but this eco be handily dealt with. Apex controls the rotation as the bomb will get planted on B. Just Magix and Zontix with these USPs to try and kick up a bit of a fuss, but this is double digits. No doubt about it.
Comfortable.
It's all about this next round of play.
Will there be a fight? Or will Spirit just be added to that long list of teams that couldn't stop Vitality?
This is it. 2026. They've only lost to 1 team twice. Falcons with a stand-in and in the group stage of Rio. Otherwise, their winning record is absolutely insane.
It's just bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. Zywoo, oh, he catches a whiff, catches Shiro with a scout bullet through the doors and nearly hit the follow-up through. Shiro lives on. Oh my god, now Donk's catching flag through the smoke. It was Robs that connected.
Yeah, this is tough. Sure, the Shiro one's known about. The Donk one's unconfirmed, but 2 very brittle players, and the 2 that you turn to if you're Spirit. Magix at Rio, this rotating rifle position, he's looked comfy, but that's because, well, he's had a whole lot of nades, but in the first gun round, that's what's limited. Don't have all the bells and whistles. Warp's in the right place at least, that HE finds some targets.
Shiro's orb finds one too. Apex down, brought Equal by Robs, surging forward into the site. You've got Magic's playing around the smoke, hoping to catch a little something. A misthrown Molotov, but cleared by Flamesy. The orb of all things.
なんかもう遊んでねえか。
Magic's now that bomb ticket in favor of Vitality edging closer to an ESL Grand Slam.
Gotta be the save.
To a trophy in the cabinet.
We're gonna get away with these guns.
Can't get anything going.
Oh, you are just being smothered. Gonna sit and take part in this, but you know which way it's going. Rob secures the round. That's 11, and you have to partial buy or force out the game. This is their home. They don't feel more comfortable. The grand finals. You just have to sit back and enjoy what we're witnessing. This dominance doesn't come around often.
おー、出たよ。
It just gets better and better.
Cross at your own peril.
Imagine. Donk at least gets across. They'll have a body on B, but
It's a light investment, and you can't even keep 5 alive. That's just crossing to the site. This is
it's a spectacle to behold. The grip Vitality have on that number 1 spot. No one comes close.
I know the last player's beat. So this one will be done. Rops contains upper tunnels. Maybe he goes down, but Mezzi will grab the bomb. He'll take it towards A.
Oh.
He's going to get that frag. Scoops up the AK. But Apex is already taking space over towards B. Taiwu is going to trundle
Apex がそこにいんのね。
off the escape route. He knows that he could have gotten off, and you don't really want to give that AWP over. Shuro will be able to buy one in the next either way with the 3400, but the score will be 12-4. As you can just see how helpless Spirit are. Again, turning to the fact that this is statistically their best map.
やべ。
And look at the contrast.
デブ。
It's about to become 45th win on Dust 2.
おう。
17th consecutive win on Dust 2.
バレたな。
Just the amount of records that you need to list off.
強っ。
He will get to hold on to the AK. And I don't think you're too worried
その
about
距離リコイルコントロールできんの？頭いっ
the
て。
leader of men. This team changing our expectations of what's possible. One round is all that separates you from achieving what no other Counter-Strike team has done before. 5 frags.
マッチポイント。
It could be right here and right now. Tanir tasked with holding on to long and just standing in the flame, hoping for that overextension. It's not rewarded. Shiro boosted up. Apex on the mantle up, actually catches a glimpse of Magic's. Puts him down to half. Lurk smokes, Zontix considering aggression. Mantles up, Robs relays.
Nothing jarring to this default whatsoever.
Oh,
Full mid control. Short space if they want it. The impending doom. Look at Flamesy.
Straight through.
Plays ahead. Not afraid of that.
Not at all. But Zontix onto Robs is a start. You've given yourself the advantage. You're pushing for the info. Going to be relaying that upper tons is clear.
Still mid to B split available. Sure, but Prong not available through upper tunnels unless Apex finds this gap. Zontix has to play to contain. He can't keep pushing. He needs to watch upper tunnels. Apex should be dead to rights.
Yeah, it should be a guaranteed frag. Zontix is positionally played him like a fiddle.
But now you accelerate into Donk. Try and isolate this while Zontix is not a part of it.
They're running at him.
これで B 君
Throws the
か。
block smoke. They're going to flash and go. Layering them through. Donk anti. He reads them well. Nails the first. Finds Flamesy. Solid in defense. Just Mezzi bringing him down, but Zontix unknown towards the tunnels. Gonna push him. All of them is gonna overwhelm and deny the first of many.
Okay, Zontix up to 13 frags there, and keeps them in it for a moment longer. But how many more times are you going to be able to pull that off? As soon as you get some good long spawns for Vitality, I'm sure you're just going to pull the ripcord. You just need one. And think about how many opportunities you have. You had 8, now you got 7. I'll take those chances. For me, this is the greatest Counter-Strike team of all time, but there is still a debate. Oh, we're trained and ready. Shiro crosses late.
Tried their hand at the double orb, and Dong's fired off a shot. Shiro will too. Quickly repositioning Donk elsewhere.
2アップ乗ってんだけど。
Hot shot through the smoke. So I always got a good idea as to where Shiro occupies, and the fact they're right next to each other. Donk's going to be trying to cheat over to B just in time before the fade of the smoke. Shiro remains stalwart on the mid line and doesn't hit the shot necessary top mid.
Donk
over the top of the smoke, hoping to get another pick onto Robs. That translated into Spirit's 5th.
Defending a mid to B with an AWP, this is not going to be easy. He misses the first, they're going to be able to scale. This B defense is in so much trouble.
Who's going to get that first? Vitality right there for the taking now. Flashed off of the line.
EFB.
Through the doors. Zontix and Donk versus 5 members of Vitality. And they won the gold. Into the site now. Awkward for Donk. Forced to fall back. Robs brings him down. The bomb site lost.
これはきつい。
Cut rotations. One from the back. Nice from Tanir.
3on3。けど B リテイクはきつい。
All be through the B ramp.
Picked up some flashes. This could be instrumental on the way back in.
It has to be. Robs, however, looking to seal the deal.
ロープずら取ってるけど白が見てるな。
Bides time. Still no flashes thrown. Robs ain't gonna move. Shiro
タイミング。
down just at the right time. Robs will strike. Vitality about to take it. It's all good. It's all theirs. This chapter in Counter-Strike history is written in golden ink. And in the golden
圧勝やん。
they make Counter-Strike history. No team has taken 2. ESL Grand Slam in the bag.
圧勝やん。一旦終わろう。一旦眠いわ。また後でやります。とりあえずね、一旦お疲れ様です。